Hey, what's up? This is video number 5. I'm gonna keep this short. It's E3 week, so today's day 1 of E3, so I don't want to take too long on this because I want to watch E3 as well. But I did want to make video 5. Again, I try to make one at least every week. So yeah, so I will just discuss briefly what I think is going to be announced, or what I like to, my predictions, I guess, if that's what you want to. I would like to think that they announce, the Dead Space remastered. I would like to think that they announce, from Blue Point Games. Well, no, because that would probably be for Sony, but I'll add that too. I'll add Sony's separate thing too. I'll start with Sony because I'm more of a PlayStation guy. So, Metal Gear Solid remake. The first one from Blue Point Games, if I believe that they're doing it. Ape Escape for Blue Point Games. Bloodborne, PS5. What else? What else? Like more information on Gran Turismo. A huge Gran Turismo guy. Love Gran Turismo. Fantastic racer. Let's see. I know this is a far-fetched thing or whatever. It might not even happen for another year or two. But Resistance, like them to talk about Resistance. I know Ratchet and Clank just came out, but at least there could be some kind of trailer or something. That would be great. I like that to happen. But again, that's up to what Sony. But I do know that Resistance is still a thing. It is. I don't care what anyone says. It's still a thing. Even though they got canceled back in 2011, Resistance 4, because there's too many apocalyptic games that was coming out, like, there's Last of Us, Killzone, those kind of games. So I understand it. But it was being worked on. So all they need to do is just continue where they left off. And the original developing team is back with Insomniac. Wink, wink. Anyway, I love Resistance. One of my favorite shooters. Love the franchise. Favorite one is Part 2. 3 was okay. First one was great, but Part 2, I don't know what it is about Part 2. That just happened to be my favorite one. But I like them all. I like them to announce a new Infamous game. But again, I'm talking about predictions here of what I would really like them to talk about and what them to bring up. That's up to them. But I just, and there's some other stuff that I really wish that they just, drop more information on. Sony, man, like they're awesome. I love Sony. They've been doing good things. Good things. What else? Bloody Roar. I like them to talk about Bloody Roar. Whoever wants to talk about Bloody Roar, I just would like them, whoever wants to talk about it. I would assume that maybe Sony, only because they bought that Evo, the whole fighting thing. So that would be part of the fighting experience. So that Bloody Roar is amazing. So I'll leave it at that. Those the stuff that was on my mind when it comes to Sony. With Microsoft, I want to see more information on Perfect Dark. I want to see actually gameplay, not running on a PC. Okay, actually on hardware. Come on, Microsoft. Halo Infinite. It looks a little bit better than what it did, but wasn't running on an actual hardware. I don't know. I would like to see it actually running on hardware, something on stage, actually with an Xbox controller and actually playing it, to see what it actually looks like. I like Halo. Like more information on the next Forza Horizon 5. What else? I like new information on the IO James Bond game, maybe some gameplay. So, I mean, maybe there's a next Gears of War 6. So those are the only things that's on my mind when it comes to Microsoft. Again, I'm keeping this brief. With Nintendo, Mother 3. So what else? I don't know if there's going to be a new Mario game because I think there was already a Mario and Rabbids game announced already, but I don't know if you can really technically call that like a full-blown Mario game. Metroid, I like to see a Metroid Prime trilogy announced officially. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Or Metroid Prime 4, some gameplay, or the new Metroid 2D game which I believe is Samus Returns, but I think it's like a remade Samus Returns game. I think it was from like the Super Nintendo. I think that's a thing. I think that's what's going to happen. Zelda 35 Anniversary Collection that includes Wind Waker and Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I believe it's going to be a 2-pack game for the Zelda 35 anniversary. What else? And then just random ones. This will probably just include everything, all various different companies. Sly Cooper for Sony, like them to, because I know there's going to be a TV show or a movie for Sly Cooper, so there's going to be a tie-in with that, I'm sure. Will they announce it? Don't know. I'm just saying I would like them to maybe bring it up a little bit. What else? I honestly would like a remaster of Resident Evil 4, the GameCube version, to come out. Not the VR thing. Okay, that's cool and everything, but I would actually like them to just bring that back and just expand upon that. Maybe just like remake it. Because honestly, my thinking of it, when I hear remake, I'm not thinking of VR. I'm thinking like an actual game like how 2 and 3 was. Just make Resident Evil 4. Just tweak up the graphics and just maybe add stuff to it, or just work from the ground up. Make it, I don't know. I love Resident Evil 4. That was one of my favorite ones. Talk about the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. Come on, Capcom. Code Veronica. Yes. I want to hear them talk about that. Street Fighter. I guess they're calling it Street Fighter 6, if I had to guess what they would call it. The next Street Fighter game, whatever they're going to call it. I like them to talk about that. The next Devil May Cry, want Capcom to talk about that. What else? Maybe the next Assassin's Creed game that I heard rumored that's maybe it'll come out next year or the year after, or maybe they'll talk about it next year. But I know there's going to be another Assassin's Creed game. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed guy. That's my favorite franchise. Out of all the games, that's my favorite franchise. Love Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm just waiting for PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now finally to come together. Hopefully Sony announces that. I wouldn't imagine why they wouldn't. Yeah, PS Plus, PS Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, I do a lot of research and that kind of stuff on a lot of the stuff, rumors or whatever. If it's rumor, I kind of, I'll bring it up, but I'll put like a kind of thing on Twitter. But if I feel like confident, yeah, it's most likely going to happen. And then it winds up happening, a year from now, 6 months from now, or whatever. But what I post on Twitter, you can see. You can see for yourself all the stuff that's coming to light. I was saying Metal Gear Solid remake for a long while, and people are like, what? Huh? Well, guess what? It's happening. Yeah. So I would like to see what's going on with WWE 2K22. Honestly, I would just love a No Mercy remake, but those developers that created that game is working with AEW. Yeah, that game looks great. I don't know. No Mercy should have happened a long while ago. Just update the roster. Keep the controls, the same. You flick the analog stick to do your finisher. The controls were great. You hold the square and X button together, to do your power move, that kind of stuff, your power grapple. But I don't know. Hopefully 2K22 is going to be good. I mean, every year when 2K wrestling game comes out, 2K19 wasn't that bad. 2K20, well, we all see how that went. Anyway, I want to again make a short video. Get ready for E3. It's going to be huge. Hopefully, Sony talks about some of the stuff that I talked about. And same thing with Nintendo and Microsoft. See what happens. Love E3. Love this time of year. And all I know is that Sony are going to drop the mic. Get ready. It's going to be big. It's all I'm going to say. Hopefully some of the stuff that I mentioned, they'll talk about. Up to Sony now. But either way, it's going to happen. So get ready for it. And that was video 5. So video 6, I would say probably sometime next week. Later. Enjoy E3. Bye.